Hey fellas, how you doing? It's Johnny. In this video I wanted to talk about social anxiety. Social anxiety is something that I'm really enthusiastic about. I dedicated best part of my life to overcoming the condition myself. Growing up as a kid was really shy. I really struggle with people, and it's weird because I kind of was good with people, but I really struggle with people. I was kind of confident, but I was very insecure. I was kind of open, but I was kind of very closed. So this horrible, painfully frustrating, confusing psychology was ruining me. Now, at the time when I was younger, I didn't understand about an inner monologue. They never spoke about this at school. My mum never said it, parents. I don't remember them, unless I'm forgetting a lesson. I don't remember them in maths class or science or RE or geography saying, this lesson that we're teaching you is important, but not as important as learning how to not identify with your negative thoughts. I don't remember a class on that. Maybe the schooling system needs to really think about teaching people how to become more socially confident and how to manage thoughts. Maybe we need Eckhart Tolle in the schools. Johnny Berba's coming soon. There's a lot of truth in my jokes, as the Irish would say. So, social anxiety is in the mind. I used to think social anxiety was in the people. I mean, it's in the people in the sense of yourself, but when you suffer social anxiety, when we say it by definition, if you go on Google, write in social anxiety, it'll probably say fear of people, fear of being judged, embarrassment, shame, fear of being in public. These are all true, but that's not where the anxiety lies. That's not where the fear is. The fear lies in the mind. The social anxiety derives from a story. And the story usually goes something like this. I'm going to share my old psychology before I rewired it, jumped inside, got a few angels to come in and mend me up, stitch me up, and reprogram me and give me some nice, healthy new beliefs. This is kind of the common story, and I know this from having coached hundreds of men on my 6 weeks program, dedicated a lifetime's worth of YouTube videos, newsletters, blogs, articles, blood, sweat and tears, public speaking. I had all the symptoms myself. That's why I'm a good teacher. I just remind you that. The story will go, I can't be myself around people. Something won't let me be me. Another voice will say, who am I? Am I the angry person? Am I the nice person? Am I the open person? Am I the unassuming person? Not sure. Another voice will be, and the main one is, what are they going to think about me? As soon as I walk into this room and I enter this room in this party, what are these people going to think about me? Or when I get on the train, when I get onto the tube, what are people going to think about me? The eyes of judgment are on me. They're staring into the depths of my soul. They're judging every bone of my body. They know every single dark secret. They know what I've been up to at home. They know I've been watching pornography. They know that I'm uncomfortable. What if they can see I've got anxiety? What if they can tell that I'm suffering? Even worse, what if they know that I hate them? I don't want to hate them, but I hate people, because people hate me. When we're afraid of something, it's because we don't understand it. Sometimes we hate it, we despise it because it makes us feel that way. Why can't I get my mind to stop? What if I have a conversation with someone and this happens? I run out of what to say, I look awkward. I get embarrassed, I go red. What if I say something stupid? What if I offend someone? What if someone offends me and I lose my temper? What if I'm nice to someone and they think I'm trying to be manipulative? What if they ask me a question and I don't have the answer? What if they're more attractive than me? What if the question comes up, what do you do for a living? And I'm embarrassed because I don't like my job, and maybe they've got a better job than me. What happens if I go into a group situation and everyone's speaking, connecting away, and I go quiet? I look like the odd one out. What happens if I walk across the room at a party and I slip, fall over, and the party pop drink spills all over me, and all the foods and the crisps fall down, and the whole place laughs and goes ha 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 ha? What if they know that the walk that and the body language that I'm projecting is not real, it's not me? I'm faking confidence. I'm pretending I'm confident to fit in with people. I don't want them to see my true self, because my true self is awkward and shy and sweaty. What if they can hear the voice in my head? What if they can guess what I'm thinking? What if they can guess that I'm scared, I'm afraid, or I'm angry, I'm resentful, I don't trust them? This is a voice, but this voice is not who you are. You wasn't born with this voice. You didn't come out of the womb and come out of your mummy and have this voice. This story was implanted on you. It's because of what you've been through when you was younger, whatever happened at school. See, the anxiety is not with the people or the events, the house parties, the business meetings, face-to-face meetings, dates, online dating. The anxiety is in the mind. We have to remove, getting passionate. We have to renew the mind by renewing the heart. We have to change the perception of ourselves. I have to stop hating ourselves. I used to get about 6 voices. One would say, you hate yourself. Another one would go, no I don't. Another one would go, yes you do. No I don't. It was just so many voices. I was like, what, my mind, what the fuck is going on? Stop. I don't want to feel this way. Or paranoia. You're in the shop, you're queuing up to buy some food, and the guy looks at you and you say, why did he stare at me like that? What was he thinking about me? Was he angry at me? Was he coming on to me? I used to be so paranoid, man. Can you hear how irrational and crazy and psychotic my mind used to be? You might relate to this. Or, how comes that girl stared at me? That's strange. A woman staring at me. I'm making fun of myself, by the way, guys. I'm just having a bit of fun with this. There's a lot of seriousness in this. Why does she stare at me like that for? I'm gonna go home and have to think about this. So you get home, 6 hours has passed by. I'm taking piss out of myself. I need to do this. And you're saying, I wonder what that look was about. How come she stared at me? What's she thinking about me now? She's got home. I bet she's thinking bad things about me. Hold on a second. Let me check myself in the mirror. See how paranoid I used to be. This is what it can do to people. The girl is not even thinking that. And even if she was thinking you're weird, who cares? One person's opinion, one woman in the whole universe thought you looked different or weird. We're all weird. I'm mad, I'm crazy, I'm weird. That's why I'm authentic. That's why you're authentic. Another voice comes up. I used to have this voice. It's the social anxiety voice. What if people get jealous of me? What if I come in the room and I still the light? Look at my words now. You can tell I had it, can't you? What if I come in the room and I steal the limelight? I'm the main. I'm frightened if I make someone jealous, they might try and bully me. Then I'm gonna knock them out, and then I'm gonna think I'm a monster. They're gonna lock me up. So much thoughts. It just wouldn't stop. I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. I think my biggest fear was, what if I go to a place and I freeze up and I physically can't speak? I've had this quite a few times. It's been a very, very great humbling experience. I'm glad to laugh about it a few years ago. What if I get there and someone asks me, what's your name? What do you do? You can't speak. But the social anxiety is in the mind. So we don't try and change people, because we can't change other people. I've tried it, believe me. We have to change ourselves. So I'm just going to tell you how I did it. I'm going to get very straight. I'm going to tell you how I helped men to do it on my 6 weeks program, and I'm doing it right now. One of the first things that comes to mind is we need to start loving ourselves. We need to start loving the sound of our own voice. Have you guys and girls noticed that I like to speak? I'm full of myself, and I like the sound of my own voice. I like the vibration when it comes out. I like hearing it back. I have to love my own voice because I spent years hating my voice. I was ashamed of my voice. My voice quivered with shame, and it seeked validation in every soundbite, in every soundbite and every syllable that came out. It was looking for approval. I was looking for approval before the word came out. And now I don't look for approval. I just speak my mind, or I speak my heart, or I speak from the heart. I say stupid stuff. It's alright. You have to give yourself approval, but you have to earn it. One of the most hardest things to achieve or to acknowledge when you've got social anxiety is to give yourself permission. I could give you permission now. I could say you're fantastic, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're an amazing specimen, which I really believe you are, but if you don't believe it, it makes no difference. So when we've got anxiety, we are looking for approval from people. We want them to say, you're approved, it's okay, but they're not going to give you that, because half of the time they're worrying about their phone bill, they're thinking about what their girlfriend said, what the girlfriend didn't say, they're worried about what you think about them. They've got their own anxieties. So sometimes we have this massive false ego that thinks that we're so special, everyone cares about us. I find it relieving, and I can breathe when I realise people don't care that much about me. You guys love me, of course, and I love you back. But if I go into a shop or a party or on a date, no one really knows me, they're not really cared because everyone's worried about themselves. We live in quite a selfish world, and I mean that in quite a realistic, it's a positive way, but people are selfish by nature. So you have to start working on the mind. There's many practices. You've seen the Johnny Berba template, which is to go out and to give people compliments, get those positive reference points from women and men, get used to getting turned down, grow a stronger will, a stronger character, get used to people saying no or being, and then get used to people liking you. There's so many contradicting irrational fears with social phobia, anxiety with. It's the terror of connecting with people on a deeper level, and it's the frustration of closing your heart. So what you want, you're afraid of. It's a catch-22. You want to connect with people, but you don't want to connect with people. You want to love people, but you hate people. I know how you feel, my friend. I transcended from this place of hell into heaven by changing my mind, renewing my heart. I found the most powerful practice. I'm going to tell you now. We have to change our ways to change our mind to renew our heart. So I had to literally change my whole lifestyle around, the way I lived it. I had to change my habits, my behaviours, because these habits and these behaviours were coming from a damaged psychology that wasn't me. Putting myself down all the time, judging people, watching rubbish on TV, getting involved in politics that's got nothing to do with me. It's not going to change my life. Putting myself in situations that are unintelligent, violent, unintelligent, constantly looking for ways to judge myself instead of looking for ways to praise myself. I had to change my whole way of being. I had to change bodies. But sometimes I say to students, I say to people, we don't really change, we just reveal, or we dissolve these false identities that we built up to protect ourselves that have been conditioned from this mental illness, this anxiety in the mind. So it makes you feel a lot better to realise that it's not really the fear of people, it's the fear of your own mind. You're afraid of yourself, so get control over your mind. Changing your habits will change your mind. Sometimes we associate our mind separate to our body. We think our mind is different to our habits, but a lot of the actions we take come from our mind. The body follows the mind. I started to follow the feelings. I love saying that word, follow the feelings, the good feelings, the awareness. They call it consciousness, the watcher. I feel it in my stomach for some reason. Get your integrity right. Stop watching pornography. Stop judging people. Get your diet better. Go for walks. Start facing your fear gradually. Put yourself in slightly more pressured social situations that will invoke the feelings up, and then you can start working on the feelings. You can start getting a better control over the feelings and practice honesty, the Johnny Berba blueprint or template on how to connect with people on a soul level, on a heartfelt level, and how to reduce anxiety. Start reading more positive books. Develop hobbies and interests. Do you know how many hobbies I had that were locked away, but I convinced myself I had no interest? I remember people used to meet me and say, what do you like doing? And I could only say one thing, usually boxing. I loved boxing, but there were many other things I liked because my mind was so damaged and polluted. It didn't enable me to place my concentration in other areas, which made it more worse. But I found I had to take my mind off it, in a sense. I did. I had to get my mind off worrying about what people thought about me, because I'd just get to the point I couldn't speak to people. And then I would feel great, because some days I'd come home and think, yes, I did it. I've just realised that I wasn't in that story today, and I actually got on better with people, my friend or a stranger. I went to the gym. Do things to get you present. Even me doing this video now, I feel really good doing it. I feel really present. I'm talking about something that I love, that I'm passionate about, and I'm present, I'm focused. So practice being present, practice doing things that make you present. There's got to be several things that you enjoy doing. I know what you're probably thinking. Everything I want to do revolves around meeting people, and I want to avoid people. Okay, you can do a little bit of running. So what are the things you can do that you can enjoy by yourself? I'm going to give you some of my secrets that I like doing. Really simple things. I absolutely love, I get so excited going for walks in the park by myself, and then finding a nice coffee shop, having a coffee. I love doing that. And that coincides with getting my laptop out and listening to YouTube videos. I love my music. Music massively helped me with my social anxiety. All kinds of music, classical music, R&B, rap music, 80s music, love music. Music's great for, it's great for, I don't know, it connects us to make you feel good, changes your state. I keep saying it, sometimes you have to change your ways to get a different result. The inner monologue won't change if you keep sitting there going, bad, yeah. You have to move and change habits. When you change habits, your emotions change, your thoughts start to change. And that's why I've become a super positive, motivated, optimistic, all-out, entrepreneurial, coach, spiritual. I love life, because I used to hate everything, hate myself. So I've made this change. You can change the thoughts in the head, and then when you meet people, it's weird. It doesn't exist. They're just humans, same as me and you. But just ask yourself, how different could they be from you? Realistically, when you break a man down or a woman, people are not going to be that much different to you. You're a human being. You're in flesh, bones. You've got a heart, pulse. You're breathing air. They're not much different to you. How difficult could it be to have a conversation? But I know it can be difficult when you got this thing. But it's easy. You make it difficult in your mind. If you really have to, call it out. Tell them. Say, I've come here today to this event because I've got a form of social anxiety. I'm working on it. I'm quite a shy person, but I'm here to improve. Make a negative a positive. That's a great way to kick a conversation off. Reward yourself for the mistakes. Even if you go there and you fuck up, you fall over, you stutter. Happens to me in the video sometimes. You guys notice I stutter. This is old stuff from the past, old tics creeping up on me. Better to go and try and make mistakes than do nothing at all. That will change the inner monologue. Get into spirituality. Spirituality is fantastic for inner happiness. Make more money, fuck it. Take a risk. Start a business or get books on business. Change your fashion, change your grooming. Speak to women, practice the honesty stuff I teach on YouTube. Meet other men like you that have got anxiety, there's no shame in it. You're talking to one right now, an ex-sufferer. Look what I've done. Meet other people that have been through the same as you, you'll have a connection instantly. I was talking to a guy yesterday on Skype, I was coaching, and I said the same thing. I said, you're saying that you can't connect with people, that's not true. And he said, how's that? I said, you're doing it now. You're connecting with me, an ex-sufferer. We both had the same condition. And then we had a fantastic conversation for an hour. It was like his anxiety went away, and it did go away for that hour. I told him, I said, look how different you are from when you first got in touch with me. He's flowing, we're having a laugh. That's why the saying is, my nan used to say to me, you've got to take your mind off things, Jonathan. And she was saying to me, relax, take your mind off it, go for a walk. Sometimes watch a film, a positive film. There's so much you can do to overcome it, to change the mind. And that's even before you've done the practical social things of speaking to people. Speak to yourself kindly. I am enough. I am enough. I am beautiful. I'm rich. I'm healthy. I'm motivated. I'm beautiful. I've said that already, sorry. I'm not socially anxious. What are you talking about? I don't have social anxiety. I'm socially confident. Of course women like me. Why wouldn't they? I like me. I'm different. I'm authentic. I'm strange. I'm interesting. I've got many talents. I've got thousands of talents. I'm the same. I'm connected to everyone. Talk nicely to yourself. The more we talk out loud nicely, the more inside starts speaking different. Of course I'm enough. Why wouldn't I be? I'm too much. I've got to give some over. I'm full of love. Don't be afraid of silence. A lot of people with social anxiety are afraid of this. We're afraid. We think, or you think, I'm going to be exposed. People are going to look into my eyes and the depths of my soul and catch me out. Catch you out for what? Since when was having fear a crime? Show me a man who doesn't have fear, I'll show you a liar. Great men have fear, great women have fear. Practice silence and presence. Practice getting caught out. Practice exposing yourself to the feelings. Stand in the middle of a busy street, do what I do in my YouTube videos. I've always taught this on my programs. I get people to stand in front of the fear, look at it face on. Practice being judged by people. Being judged by people is never as harmful as you judging yourself. That inner critic is the most vicious, violent, irrational, racist, horrible, dishonest critic you'll ever meet. And it's not you, it's a story in your head. You can change it, get inside and engineer it and shut it up and create a new voice. No one ever in a house party, on a first date, is ever going to criticize you as much as your inner voice. That tells you everything. The social anxiety does not exist outside, it's in the mind. You can change it. When you change your mind, change everything. You build a whole new social circle. Learn to manage your mind. Because we all have negative thoughts. I'll leave you with that. I wanted to inspire you, I wanted to give you something that was honest, that was raw, that was real. And it's all in the mind, I'm telling you, it's all in the mind. And it's so exciting when you can disprove it. Disproving it becomes the challenge, it becomes the joy. I always say to people, self-esteem is earned and developed through rigorous suffering and practice. But the suffering and the practice and the pain is a temporary pain, a short-term pain for long-last gains. I like that. Love you, enjoy the process, overcome your anxiety.